The first thing Lyor Cohen did was say, like, I don't know how you guys even got me up here. Like, I don't do this. Like, I don't need to be here. I'm just so in tune with everything. Like, what do you even want with me? Like, so from the beginning, he lets you know I am elitist, narcissist, Lyor Cohen. There's no way, shape, or form anything other than is going to come flying out of this interview. I'm going to control it. I'm going to direct it how I want it to go. And that'll be that. So, as the interview went on, they asked him about the future of YouTube. Well, they didn't even ask him. He segued himself into YouTube to talk about the great things that are happening at YouTube and with YouTube Music and the premium services and how he feels the subscribers are making all this money. They should be paying this money back to YouTube. So he really believes that the subscribers should be paying. So this is the first time we really get to see what's the big plan here. The big plan is to pay us and then have us pay you something back for paying us. So to be discovered, he feels that the indie artists, the best way to grow, instead of trying to go through the record companies and A&Rs, the easiest way to do that transition is to go through YouTube Music. This way you could be from a small place, don't have to be from big cities like Atlanta, New York, LA, and that way you can get discovered. Now, in theory, that sounds very nice. That sounds like a very nice thing. Yeah, he said Chicago too, but that doesn't really happen. So, in theory, that sounds very nice, like if that's the way it works. But in reality, how many artists have met A&Rs through YouTube? It's very rare somebody from YouTube make it. He pointed out the one artist, Queen Naiji, how she made her career through grinding on the social media. It's very far few and in between. Most people don't even use YouTube to they use the Instagram more than they use YouTube to discover artists and work. Then they'll find them on the gram and then they'll go check something out they put out on YouTube. So it's a connection of different things. I'm not saying YouTube won't help you get there, but it's just so much more in the process that if that was the case, everybody would be in YouTube Music. But I understand what he's trying to do. What Leo is trying to do is sell YouTube Premium to a lot of these members that are out there, and that's why he's on the Breakfast Club. He said before, like, I had all this money and I took the foot off the gas. I got lazy. I got comfortable when he first got started. Now he grinds every day. He still feels that excitement of I'm gonna lose it all and this and that. So that's the way he started the interview off in the process there. Then it was basically the Lyor Cohen ego show. And once they started talking about opioids and how Lyor Cohen said he believes it's destroying the music industry, but yet he promotes artists that are mostly on opioids. So I was glad Charlemagne brought that up. Hey, thanks for the donation, man. Appreciate it. One Crack News. Boom. We banging over here. Carcino for life. That channel's banging. Screen Fiend. Channel's banging. We keeping it moving. So anyway, once this happened, right, things started to go left. People were watching this thing and they couldn't believe what they were hearing because he started to pivot around the point like, oh no, like we give everybody a shot. We don't know what the artists are doing, blah, 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 but we understand your point. So he started to do the pivot shuffle. Then he started asking him about Dame Dash. Once he said something about Dame Dash, when they asked him about it, that's when things went left. And everybody freaked out because he said, I don't know Dame Dash. Once he said, I didn't know Dame Dash, everything went left from there. And he was letting them know, I don't want to talk about Dame Dash. That's really what he was saying. His thoughts was, I don't want to talk about Dame Dash. Like, he doesn't exist to me. And anytime you keep asking or reiterating it, I'm just going to keep saying, who? Who? So they got the message. Like, who is this guy? But here's the thing that I get from watching the show. Okay? The way they treated Lyor Cohen, it was almost out of fear. You feel me? It was almost out of fear the way they was treating him. I'm serious. The whole situation was like a situation that was a fearful type of situation. Like they were afraid to say something to Lyor Cohen that would really get him started. Even though Charlemagne placed a question here and there, so when that happened, things came to the light real fast. And Dame Dash came right out and attacked him and said, thanks for this, Lyor Cohen, for proving my point. In true culture vulture form, they make money off us, then they try to erase us from history and try to act like the real ones never existed. Not gonna happen, bro. I benched you for the culture. Enjoy your desk job at YouTube. You're going down in history for who you really are. I made sure of that. And then he asked another person, how do you even work with this clown? Look how he disgraced your brothers. Stay tuned, Culture Vulture's book, and y'all see he's unapologetic. He pays his bill at the expense of us. Big question is why can't he sell any rock music? Why can't he eat off his own culture? Stop fronting on my people like you mean something. Your own culture laughs at you. So that was Dame Dash's message. But the way they treated Lyor Cohen on the Breakfast Club was a lot different energy when they treated Dame. Dame was basically getting attacked at every angle, barraged, barraged with questions about Jay-Z 24/7. I know. Wasn't that weird to hear Lyor Cohen say the words dead ass like that? That was very weird. But they were very respectful of Mr. Cohen, but very disrespectful to Mr. Dash. Did y'all notice that? If anybody noticed that, check how the energy was in the room. When Dame Dash was on the Breakfast Club, and how Lyor Cohen, when he was in the Breakfast Club, check out the energy levels. You see, that's part of the problem. You could tell the respect level of, you can feel it from the energy and how they treat you and how they would treat somebody else. So if your own people, because 3 or 4 of the people in there are part black in that room that's doing the interviews. Now, if they won't respect you, okay? If they won't respect you, and you could feel the disrespect for Dame when they was in there, why they respecting Lyor so much? He's a man just like he's a man. There should be equal respect in that room. Dame has done a lot for the hip hop culture, and they know that. So most of the songs they getting jiggy to and dancing to wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Dame Dash. I mean, this man was a CEO before too. Show him some respect. That's pretty much all I have to say about that.